I didn't make a post, so what am I throwing? Always late. Dude, I was like 45 seconds late. Excuse me for being like 45 seconds late. I know, it's a tragedy. Sorry, let's just hop diggity and go get bodied by Michael. It's going to be deducted from my pay. No, not my massive paycheck I was going to be getting. How am I going to manage now? Eleven, you play the new Lunatic Survival mode, yeah? Don't run right into the bullet. Well, the new TW mode that KR made. New game mode he just released 3 days ago. Well, he released it Thursday night. It's a new game. It was made by KR and Lorem. It's all English. It's using the TW engine, although I wouldn't really call it TW. Because it's you playing Butler for the Scarlet Devil Mansion. With some twists in there. Phenomenal game, absolutely phenomenal. Pure peak. Ooh, I went up way too much. I should just let the items come into me. Can't believe I died. That's gonna get deducted from my pay. Play a Mega 10 game? I did briefly once. I did for like an hour or two, but I don't care as much for its gameplay, in my opinion, personally. You gotta die this thing. Was this Artificial Dream in Arcadia? No, but I will say, Levy, you gotta check out. You gotta at least try the Lunatic Survival mode. It's got an overarching plot that you're trying to do, but it's basically beat Butler in the SDM and try to avoid getting jumped by the SDM residents every 5 seconds. It's called Survival for a reason. Hello, Fammy. Whoa, I did the thing where I rushed to the left again. Fire sandbox. Well, like I said, it uses the engine that the game runs in, but it's just effectively it's a whole other mode. It's almost a whole other game, I'd argue, but. Like, it locks you into a certain thing. Only like a little over a dozen characters are involved, but it's peak, absolute peak. Tenchi is not in it, no. I hate to break it to you. It's like, ooh, lag. Framer, would you like to, like, recover? No? Oh, it's thinking. Okay, it's good now. 2/3 movement, my beloved. Sorry, my throat. 2/3 movement, my beloved. It's like the SDM cast, Wriggle, the Prism Rivers, Raikou Gears at some point. Marissa, Seija. Chirno dies in SDM cast. Letty. Every game's gonna get finished. What do you mean? The entire mode is done. Like, it's not the longest thing. It took me a couple days of, like, hardcore play to get through it. Like, real-life days. Why am I up here? What am I doing? This is not how you do this section. Well, like, it has a start and end. And all the middle. Okay, me on my way to actually time down Takane. Surely, right? 2-1-0. It could keep lagging you. I don't know, that seems like a U issue. Eep. Okay, we're fine. Said you after stream. Try to remind me, I will. Ooh. Computer does not like this game right now. Yeah, it's fine. Oop, don't throw. I'd never throw. I'd never throw in Touhou. I always play perfect. And optimally. Ooh, I should be dead. I deserve to be dead 100%. But I'm not. Nice. I need to throw your card so I can have penultimate. Listen, you gotta use whatever you can to win. Also, hello, Game Glitcher. Give to me your cards. Okay, take your bets, everybody. What point in this stage am I going to die? Is it going to be the mid-boss? Is it going to be before the mid-boss? Is it going to be after the mid-boss? Is it going to be the actual boss? If I was a betting man, I'd probably bet on the mid-boss. Look at Sanyo Non 2. No, we don't die to Sanyo Non 2. We die to Sanyo Mid-Non. Big difference. One of them's a lot earlier than the other. Although I can also blow to here. This part's not free. This part's got some weirdness to it. Yep, exactly just like that. It's technically fine to die there if I cap this. If Fairy gets pregnant, will a child be immortal? Good question. I don't have the answer for you. Be fun for the team and try with Calamity. Let me know how it goes for you. What's the problem, Game Glitcher? Your cat reacting. That means there must be a problem. Levin taking one for the team. Yeah, he's a brave man. Well, what's the problem with that? You jealous of his bravery? Listen, I understand you may be jealous of him, but don't... That doesn't take away from his altruism. Like Clown Piece? Maybe he's just a big fan of Clown Piece. Is there a problem with really liking with Clown Piece being your favorite fairy? The fairy most likely to get you killed. Yeah, but if you think about on the opposite end, if you can get with her, she's the strongest to protect you. That's what I'll always say in like the waifu conversations in Touhou. Like for Gensoku person, like Reimu will always be a top tier solely because like it's the highest. It's like that's literally like the highest like level you could possibly be. Like Gensoku's a dangerous place, and like if you're ready to Reimu, no one's gonna touch you. Oh, that was a bad angle. What is this image? Oh my goodness. Yeah, before Eternity exhausted its power for a bit. Eternity was driving people insane? I knew she had a secret. Okay, 11. Supposedly, we're less than 4 weeks away from Labby Try coming out. Do you think it's actually going to come out in less than 4 weeks? So it's been delayed till next year. I mean, it's already been in development for what, like 10 plus years at this point, something like that. Did you let me kill you? No early yin yang, so I don't get to farm that much P. Fortunately, it doesn't really matter. So last 2.5 is about rant stating delayed again. Yeah, but that release date's pretty new, right? You didn't have that release date till like last month or something, I think. Meow, 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 meow. Game Glitcher, who's your favorite of the cat girls of the three? The three main cats. I'm not counting like showing this right now. She has the most depth, or the Jenner cute, but nothing more. Those are fighting words. For some people, not for me. This. Uh-oh. Surely it's not going to get delayed. Anymore. Since I'm done, the final do be what it is, do be. It is what it is. Okay, Alan, who's your favorite of the Touhou cat girls? You can't answer, you don't have an opinion. That's cheating. Orange machine on the other like that fucking orange simp, dude. They're everywhere, I swear. Uh, 11. Michael's depth is that she's a poor bullied cat girl. Bullied by the other cats. The only thing Orin has going for her is the fact that she goes... Okay, that's disingenuous, but that's like the biggest thing she has going for her. Like being Cappers IRL, you like the Touhou dogs, bark, bark, bark. I mean, Inoko's pretty base. Kyoko's top tier too. Yeah, I know you're not a lore man. I know you're a game only person. But I still gotta phrase it. Still gotta ask important questions. And judge you based on your answer accordingly. What fun would it be if I didn't do that? That Danmaku business do be boomin'. I really flubbed my way saying that one. Hey, a Hitmaster on the spell. Okay, 11, who's your favorite Tengu? If you answer anything that's not Megumu, I might have to question your existence. Ay, fuck you. Spell's phenomenal. Only 4 Tengu. I mean, I asked favorite cat girls, and there's 3 cat girls, 4 if you count shows, so it's not like that's a big category. Tengu's better. Well, if you ask the average fan, well, I guess I should say, if you ask the average fan that doesn't play Touhou, they'd probably say Malichi. So they'd probably say Wolf. I mean, he is rabies. She's the worst Tengu we know by far. That is fair. She does have rabies bite. Not the best damage. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop it right there. Ooh, I really edged her as low as you could possibly get, didn't I? 3, 2, 1, 0. I guess she was edged. I should have waited like another quarter. But the difference between 0.8 and like 0.5 is only like 1 to 2 yin-yangs. And I can handle it from full, so it's not like it's the end of the world. Take a low gap in the mid-non. Yeah, I'd sometimes will do that, depending on where I end up being. You can be low, though. It doesn't really matter. As long as you recognize that you're low and play wide, where you are, it isn't really that relevant. Like, you'll deal less damage on the first wave, but you have more than enough time to make up for the damage, so... It's so passive-aggressive. He's just so toxic. It's unbelievable. I just... It smells weird. I kind of like it. To be fair to you, Alan, most Touhou bites comes off very passive-aggressive. Like, it's really hard to... I love 2/3 movement. It's my favorite thing in Touhou. It's really hard to give advice, especially in Touhou, that's not passive-aggressive. Or that doesn't come off as such. Yeah, let's go the triple wave. She doesn't listen to me with movement, so we go 3 waves, it's fine. Ooh, I didn't bait her to the left. I don't like this fucking weird ass angle that I have done to myself. Fine, let's just kill her with homing. This is why we play. This is why homing is the best. When you mess up, it'll bail you out. Can't bail you out is the better way to put it.
Any cheesy safe spots? I mean, there's no really cheese safe spots I've found so far.
Because, like, there are a few parts on, like, stages like this one where it's just kind of like a basic, strafe section. I think if you look at boss attacks, I don't know if I don't know if there's really any true safe spot. I've only been playing this game for like a week of actual gameplay, so just over a week. So my 9th day playing this, I believe. So, you know, I'm not full of.
What? What?
I just didn't even see the red bullet. I guess I'll try from here. It's the same situation as dying to the mid, as long as you don't actually die to the mid. And we never die to the mid, right? I'll ignore every single time I've died to the mid. Which is most of the time. Especially at 3.0 power. Definitely helps you out a lot. Oop. Wow, the one time I do cap it is when I've already died. Gee, that's quirky. I hate these fucking rig guys so much. Ooh, that okay. So if you do die in that early section, you can get enough to get back to full here, cope and seethe, cope, keep coping and keep seething. I love spam. I love random garbage on my stage 3.
Oh, you fucking cocksucker.
Oh, Domicos, thank you for the 17 months. I guess I am close to having been streaming regularly for 2 years. Having 3.0 power for this is not good. Although having 3.0 power for anything isn't good, but this one specifically. Never mind, it's actually just free. Who needs 4.0 power? Pretend this is Mountain of Faith, where the difference of 4.0 to 5.0 power doesn't actually matter. It's only for bombing. Oh, bad light. I shouldn't be playing this out on 2.0 power. is a very, very bad idea. Don't worry, we just dodge this perfectly every time at 2.0 power. I will say, not by a large margin, but I do think non-3 is the easiest non. Oh great, how dog shit is this at 2.0 power? Neat. Good one, though. Still no PB, but we'll get there. Power Sanyo. As bad as a 2-power Sanyo is, it's not like I'd probably do much better at a 4-power Sanyo. I'm at a point where I can do her perfectly. I have 2 perfect Sanyos, but I'm not going to pretend I have any amount of consistency on her. But I'm getting better. Speaking of which, I'll probably go practice her in a hot minute whenever I'm done with this run. See, that's the problem with LNB for this game. It doesn't matter how many lives you have when you don't have any P. When you're P-less. Saki is usually between 3 and 4. I feel like I've noticed the biggest difference is, I mean, obviously 1 to 2, but 2 to 3. I feel like 4 to 3 is notable, but it's not. It's like dropping down to 2 is effectively the death sentence. For damage output. Because I lose my width. However, that is my current experience, you know? Wait, if I'm master at this spell, that means I'll never die to it again. That's how it works, right? Any spell you hit master rank for, it means you're perfect at it and you'll never ever die. I mean, okay, so before I say this, I want to make sure it's noted that it's early, and you know we'll see how my opinion shifts over time, because it sure will, because that's just how things go. But I don't think this early game's as bad as Mountain of Fates. Mid-game definitely comes off as worse, although, again, it is early. And maybe some of that is me being bad at Mountain of Fate's early game, too, to be fair, but... 2 in a row with the cane? Like, if we just raw compare this to Hina, I think the average quality of difficulty on some of these attacks is higher, but I think the overall difficulty is lower. I don't know, we'll see for sure. Like, for semi-final and the nons, you gotta give some time to and see how good or bad consistently I can be. But, like, this is no Exile doll, is the good thing. So... that was really aggressive for damage. Got this an Exile doll. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, like I said, oh, nice 2/3 movement. We love that. Like I said, that's my current opinion, you know, my ideals are bound to shift a little bit. This is my 9th day playing the game. But, again, I don't think this early game was that bad. Like, I feel like I'm like, so far doing a very solid job in, like, with the first 2 stages. Like, Michael Final's a little cringe, and Stage 2 has some trickier parts. I'm not going to say it's free by any means. That would be disingenuous. But... and who knows? Maybe some of it's just how stand out the mid-game is. Right? Like, this Stage 3 and Stage 4 stand out so much as just being unbelievably brutal. So maybe some of that's just comparison, you know, to be fair. But... I don't think that was a good move. It was a perfectly fine move. Well, it wasn't good, but it worked, so it's perfectly fine. That's what I should say. Like, it's fine, and then this exists. Like, what are we doing here, dude? This spine she's in this game. The GOAT. Still no PB. Yeah, that was rough. The moment you have to focus to make any of those dodges, you just completely make the rest of that section so much worse. Just the sad reality of it. Like, and to be fair about the early game, I gotta give it some time, right? Like, the more you play the early game, the lazier you get, so usually the worse it'll get. And some of the more annoying parts stand out a lot. Will start to stand out a lot, but... Like, if there's something difficulty-wise in this game that really stands out to what I've done so far, it's the Stage 3. Like, I've already gotten to the point where I have several paces to Stage 3 Midnon, which is great. But, like, how long is it going to be before I get a run to Stage 4 pace? That's an interesting question. Or the small details over time. You definitely do a bit. But I'd argue in the early game, the amount of details you learn is less than the amount of laziness you get. Power at the end of this stage. I've noticed that how much power you gain on stage 1 isn't that relevant. Like, it's relevant. It's like, it's not. What am I saying? It's not that relevant. Because, like, you'll have 3.0 mid power by the Stage 2 mid-boss, like, no matter what. And I have yet to not have 4.0 power going into Stage 3. And even if I do have 3.9 power going into Stage 3, the very beginning part's fine, so you'll just get it all there anyway, so... That is the good news. EMX card to Connie File. Yeah, that's what I've always... I don't think I've entered Stage 4, or Stage 4, Stage 3 not at max power. With some varied power levels on Stage 1. I think I've like always hit that there. Stage 1 because of final. Although that may be true, if I'm going solely off of what I'm used to, I'd argue this is probably better than the majority of what I've done. Like, not Letty, obviously, but like... And again, give you some time. You know, as you get lazier in the game, the worse it'll get. But... You know, would I rather have Bumper Crop, or would I rather have Yamame on 1? Is a question that I don't think I'd answer yes to either. I mean, no to either of those. Actually, I don't know the wording I'm trying to do. Point is, I think I'd rather have this early game than this stage 1 than Yamame on 1 or Minariko. Because at least with this spell, with bad, like, RNG stuff, at least it feels like you have a lot of room to play. Like, you fucking cunt. Like, at least I feel like I can make these, those dodges, even if I don't make them. I can at least do them reasonably. And I have space to try to make them. Crop still harder than Micro Final. I would argue probably, but you know, depends what you say. I think every game has one cringe early game. Dude, I feel like I was mentioning that. What was it, like 2 days ago or something? It's like everything has that like one just early game attack that is just so much more RNG than the others that just wants to cuck you. Like, he can't go through without making Subterranean Animism have Yamame non-1. Otherwise, that stage 1, not a problem. But guess what? You got Yamame on 1. Mountain of Faith, you got Bumper. Versus Bumper. Yeah, I mean, I'm currently biased against Bumper because of my experience with it. So, again, we'll get some time on that one. I do feel like that Michael does probably... Oops, I feel like that Michael gives me more time and more room to play, is my line towards her, but... And to be fair, Reimu Homing does definitely have a worse time with Bumper than the other attacks, but then again, I played Reimu in this game, and Reimu's also not good here either, so... You know, you win some, you lose some. I think Michael Final's probably less tilting than Bumper Crop. We'll see for sure again. Again, don't count your chickens before they hatch. I will say, the thing that does skew this game interestingly is that the average quality of the stage section definitely feels harder than the games I've played up till now. But I'm not so sure about the boss. I think the average quality even of the boss is probably higher, but I don't think the peak quality is quite there. Oh! What happened to Master Beam? Meaning I'll never die to that. It's never been more Sanyo over. Okay, let's go do some Sanyo now that I talk about her. Colorful attacks. This game does have a lot of rainbows. I hate this one because of how fast it is. Like, at least, like, her non-1 is, like, fairly slow, gives you a lot of time. This is just... She just takes off her underwear and just pees all in your face. It just gets everywhere. It's so quick, too. You have no time to react. It's just the piss that's all in your face. And I'm not someone with a piss fetish. Should make that clear before we progress. Son, yo, we just begun. Like, I don't know this for a fact. The good news is it is relatively quick, but, there's a chance this is the hardest part. This attack is the fucking hardest part of the stage. Does it not get denser? I believe it does. It's not the easiest thing to confer, but it definitely looks like, it looks and feels like it does. Because I believe her non-1 is also the same. It gets denser. Time it out? I did. I believe. I think I did that yesterday. It's not that long of a timeout. It's like 20 seconds. Rainbow Pyramid's like 20 seconds? I believe it is 20 seconds. If my memory serves me correct. But yeah, I don't think I need to turn on time lock to understand that this attack gets worse the longer it goes. Oop. Farmed by Stage 3 boss. Oh, we're gonna be here for a long time getting farmed by Sanyo. Or someday I'll be able to farm her. Trying to time lock at Misamaru final. I don't know, I'm not much of a practice worthless things type of guy. I guess I did do Moses timeout. But Moses timeout's fun. But I'm not using something to go out of my way to keep doing that type of thing. That. She's taking a whiff of the pipe. I mean, what else do you expect her to do? What's she gonna do? Not get that tobacco? Piss her butt. It's actually worth it. Well, obviously, like, most practice isn't necessarily worthless. I don't believe Sanyo-nons are static. I think there's a chance there's some rhyme or reason to how they unfold, and I think that's about it. Because here's an easy way to look. What if I say it right here at the bottom? Let me reset bottom. And just say here, what bullet kills me? Nothing. Oh my gosh, it's actually free. It's actually free. Dude, I found the ultimate. Dude, Sanyo is so free, dude. Well, let's do that exact same thing again. See, and I died. So there you go, right there. Consistency. Show again. I already did it once. I can't do it again. Never mind. It's free. It's not free. It did work once though. The win by doing nothing. Also, hello here, Brian. I'm obsessed with trying to get it again. And it looks like it's 22 seconds long. Okay, I won't do it again. If I put on YouTube with the title like Sanyo would not use his tag in Touhou. I definitely should do that, shouldn't I? But let's look at it this way. Well, let's bring it down a little. So I feel like there is potentially a small amount, because interestingly, the center of the bubble she does is actually, like, you can see I'm kind of near the intersection. The middle of the bubble's to my left. Literally 3. Assuming all games are unlimited tech, all the attacks are done ethically. I wonder what the easiest attack is. If you want to ignore safe spots, I don't know. There are a lot of attacks that are really simple lines. Does the center of the bubble go to, like, the opposite of where she is? So facing down in the direction she's looking? Yeah. Because notice how she goes to the right and the center of the bubble's to my left. See if I can't move her to the left. Nope, she moved. Yep, okay, the same thing. Come on, move your booty over here, girl. I guess that still ends up being about the same regardless. Because of the way the angles break down. Oh, no, that one's pretty straight up. I think there's a reality where this... With the longest mid-gnome? I think there's a world where this could be static random rotation. But I say that debatable. Like, I don't say that with 100% confidence. Is it? It might be. Maybe it's not being schizo. I'm trying to help. Unfortunately, like, even if it is, trying to predict the later waves based on that is not going to be easy. Damn, any of those, like, football replay assists where, like, even when I'm drawing on the screen, I'm, like, rewinding, forwarding, like, constantly. I don't know, maybe not. Can't make up my mind on this. Don't tell Levin that this theme is playing. He hates Touhou music. Nah, I don't think it is. Say 80% it's probably not. Not that easy to... Yeah, I'd have to really, like, really break it down. I don't think it is. I think the more and more I look at it, the more and more I'm like, I don't think. But, like, I also don't think. Like, thinking's a lot of work. Yeah, I'm gonna do her other nons in a minute, though. I gotta pee. I'm back. Get that sexy Reimu plush off the screen. Okay, who likes Sanyo's actual boss? Anybody? Because I sure do. Okay, 2/3. Well, the thing is, it's not a problem like that. The Sanyo Misumaki gets so little art is sad. It is sad. Everyone pays attention to the sex box and nobody looks further. Where's my Kaimata art? I guess Megamu also gets a bit of love. Gotcha, it feels so different doing this non compared to the mid non. It's like twice as dense, but half the speed. It feels so weird. That's a certified hitbox moment if I've ever seen one. Not too am I behaved. Dude, it's so weird because I was just doing the mid-non, so I'm like expecting it to like start coming at me super fast. My favorite art of Touhou 18 is the one of Kaimata doing her laundry. And she's like grabbing her stuff out of like a dryer. And Tsukasa gets her out her clothes out of the dryer, and it's just completely like rainbow colored. Like she's just like depressed standing there in her like white outfit, but like completely stained with rainbow colors. I gotta get back in the Sanyo mood. The Sanyo zone. The San zone. Yuck! Well, the thing is about this non is it's like usually wave 1 and wave 2 are fine, but then you get like this late wave and it just gives you no entrance. It just makes you have to do the most uncomfortable micro just to get in. Oops. Oh, what's this? Maybe we'll get another Alice ship. Okay, that's a funny one. Alice X Tenchi confirmed. Because, like, this wave 1, it's you. Oops, I almost threw on it. It's usually not dense enough to be a problem, but, like, these later waves, it's just. Okay, maybe not that one. That's me just struggling to exit. But, like, the weird thing about this attack is it's like, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's like there's a bit of bullets, and then it just gives you an entrance that's, like, really cringe. See, that one did give me a really cringe entrance. And this spell is also talking about awkward micros. The good news is it is a very enjoyable fight. And then you get to this stupid non. Never mind, it's level 3.
Why would you walk right into the single yellow bullet? Hey.
It's Sonya over, dude. Drawing's over.
Oh, I moved too slowly.
Survive stream over here. Next survive stream's tomorrow. It's not today now, is it? Huh, Shoddy? Which means no Ray move midriff right now. Also, who cares if there's no sexy Tengu or Kappa? That Ray move armpit midriff in Hero Light Fairy is pretty good. Yes, me. I was saying, what's your problem? Listen, you're the one who recommended me this Touhou game, and I play it, and it's just fucking softcore porn. See the Notori? I literally showed you the Notori. The last time I streamed, I remember that you were there. I remember I brought up the image of it on the screen. Forgot, you poor thing. Disgusting! Absolutely disgusting one. Oh, that was good wave too. Just backed right into it. Rainbow's booty is too thick. I just backed up like a dump truck she is right into the bullet. Well, I already have some ideas after Ice Fairy, although Ice Fairy's probably going to take still a bit. And who knows when that DLC's coming out. But what I very realistically might do is, it depends on, you know, if Labby Tried does come out, when it's hopefully going to come out. If I'm not done with Fantasy Maiden Wars by then, I'll probably move Fantasy Maiden Wars to the Ice Fairy slot and then start Try. So I'd like to do Try right away. So if I get done with Ice Fairy by then, probably temporarily do 2 JRPGs before I finish FMW. You know, criminal behavior. Inventory Ego Shooter, what is that? Non-3 is back super the light was before. I mean, I guess Non-3 does probably distort. I don't really think about the distortion on Non-2, but because like I'm always super low at Non-1, so it doesn't really matter. But I guess it is probably relevant on Non-3.
Badlander, like.
Is that Senai Kirby game out? This is not the first time I've asked that question. It smells so peculiar because it's like it's kind of free and it's kind of not. Perfect on you. The first time we could sign you, non-skate keeps you not 3D free. I don't know if I'd say non-3 gets free. I do believe that her front half of the fight is notably worse than the back half. Oop, oop, oop. Obviously, that's partly carried by the spells, but I do think that Non-3 might be easier than the others, for sure. Like, I think Non-2 is the worst, and Non-3 might be the best, question mark. But I cannot say that with confidence yet. No, Non-1's not harder than Non-2. Not consistent. Not long-term, probably not. Probably not. Oop, I almost killed myself. In the game. Who knows, maybe with misdirecting like this is consistent code. Yeah, it's actually just free. Those sometimes kind of quirky. Ooh, almost Diddles that one. I love 2/3 movement.
Nice, another one. They do the charity stream or the talk race shrine Miko.
Maybe I'll think about it. Maybe I'll think about it. I love how low she is. It's my favorite thing in the world. Raise 1,000 yen, she'll appear in your dreams and kill Doremi for you. I don't want Doremi to die. Listen, if there's a sexy being like Doremi popping up in my dreams, I would gladly take it. Ooga boogoo. Okay, kiss, marry, kill. Racing, current, like, Earth Racing. Yomu or Doremi. I'm gonna kill Racing. Probably kiss Yomu and marry Doremi, I feel. I think that's what the idea is coming to the top of my mind first. My mind could be changed on that subject, though. For the options, it's Racing, current Racing. Moves like Earth Racing. Yomu and Doremi. Damn you, bastard! Think Doremi's gonna have to go in the death box? You don't know what you're talking about. You're smoking that reefer, my guy. You're gonna just marry an empty-headed girl like Yomu? Fuck you. It's not kill, fuck, marry. It's kiss, marry, kill. Oh, I didn't bait. I'm not the masturbating. Yes, Adobe version. I think this non a big thing is just it's a lot more patience. Yeah, see, like I was doing fine there, and then I got too patient on the end there. Mary Racing, I just do.
Mary Racing, really?
Post access to air in Kaguya. I don't know if that's necessarily how it is. How do they treat racing? Huh? Racing might as well be their slave. But the new Chinese Touhous, what are you referring to? Are you talking about the Touhou 20 characters or something else? Oops. I did not say sex slave. I said slave. There is a big difference. It's over for me. Automod doesn't like you saying schizo. Despite the fact that Game Glitcher literally said schizo earlier and it was perfectly fine with him saying that. So, once again, a certified Automod moment. Your mind. Dude, Dormy exists in the real world, though. Chinese Touhou games that were demos on Steam. I don't know any of these things off that you're referring to, so I can't speak to them. I backed right into the bullet. It's over for me. Damaku Festivals. Oh, the Damaku Festivals Chinese made. I don't know. I play a billion Touhou fan games, but I don't play. I have not played any of the fan-made shmup games, so I can't speak to them. Like, I'll play a billion Touhou fan games, like the RPGs and stuff, but I haven't touched any of the shmup ones. Not yet. Whoop. Yeah, wasn't she paired with Sumereko during most of the Sumereko plotline? Or at least some of it? Isn't that the pairing of Sumereko and Dormy? Or am I not remembering correctly? It's been a while since I played. Plus, to be fair, in this day and age, you should probably, if you're going to find a girl, you should probably find someone who interacts with the world as little as possible. Why did I do that, babe? Well, it didn't matter. Wait, you're telling me Dormy was in bed with Sumereko? Damn, I must have played the wrong version of that game. I've fallen off. I've done too many Sanyos in a row. Dory's sexy is only the overdrive ending. Damn it! What are Touhou fans gonna do without their Yuri? Without their implied Yuri, excuse me. Ooh, that was a weird angle to bait that. I thought you don't know if you could marry Doremi. Why is that? Was everything you ever dreamed of? What are you hiding in there? Hmm? What are you hiding in your dreams? Huh? You doing some really fucked up shit in your dreams, Game Glitcher? If you only ever have wholesome dreams, see you're good. Oh, eggable. Should play low the entire time. Kill a bunch of these guys, then go to the side after you kill a large swath. These guys is kill, then time down. And then it's piss. It's actually free. I don't know the route here. I should learn Jimbo. You know what? We're gonna learn Jimbo today, boys. Imagine if you long ago had a wet dream of Tsukasa and Doremi opens her journal like, see here 2 years ago. Were you bound like a stuffed turkey as Tsukasa ate you out? What do you mean by that? Hold up, I'm checking something before we go focus on our guy. There's a cool section. So what are we looking here? But everyone wants to marry Gardevoir are fools. But you also say that everyone wants to marry Satori as a fool. Weird. Kind of jank.
Okay, Blue Bus, you got some good stuff, but I don't know if this is it. Listen, if you're gonna get through this stage, you gotta do everything you can in your power. What's the idea? He goes up, plays for a little bit, then he goes mid-right, mid-left. Kind of like dances around, slowly fiddles right. Left and back to the bottom right. Ish. Okay. That's so many freaking dreams involving Touhou characters. I've had some questionable real dreams, but nothing. I've never had a dream of the Touhou character. Shouldn't have cut over them. Should I? Maybe that's too slow. Oh, wait. So, by the way, absolutely, I would say if you marry Satori, if you get the opportunity to. I think that in Subterranean, she's the best character to marry. Personally speaking. Okay. I got to start over quicker. This movement situation is a weird one. Very peculiar. Play. She's half an hour away from me. Yeah, you gotta go quicker in that spot. Also gotta get out of that section quicker. Sorry, there's a lot of nuance to learning our good boy Jimbo over here.
Is there ever a world I just go... Who's couple... Who? What the fuck is that wording you just said? How about Jimbo so far? I'm not sure. I got 2 ideas. I'm not sure where to go. Just kill such a stupid game. You don't kill anybody. No. You don't understand the point. The point is you have to kill someone. Stuff. Ba-ba-boo-boo. Rings are static. So they are there. I guess when I capture Bo, I should do this section, because this section is also turbo cringe. This section's so cringe. Well, the thing I'm just wondering is because, so I looked at Blue Bus to get an idea for like what he like for like kind of like what he was going for, and he does this weird fiddling on the left there, and I don't know how much. Shoot the orb long enough, it dies. Yeah, you could tell, but I could shoot the orb by the way the homing locks onto it. I see that lineup. That's an interesting lineup. That's always consistent. It's the pink. I gotta be careful being in the middle there. This section is so cringe. Ooh, don't do that. You gotta sleep? I believe. Have a good one here, Brian. I'm not really worried about the end. I'm more worried about like the first wave is what I'm kind of interested in. Because this is where I'm not sure if I want to look at what.
what Blue Bus was going for, or if I want to do something a little slightly different. I'm good on 11.
And then there's this. Oh, this section's so gross.
Literally free.
Maybe the stage is most gross section in a row compared to what? Compared to the rest of the game? Definitely. Compared to any stage, Touhou 20 exists, right? Like, this stage is rough. It has a lot of rough shit in it. Problem is, I kind of like that, and so I'm like, normally I'm inclined to like look at whatever Blue Bus has with like a good lens as like he's probably got a good idea, but I feel like I like that more.
Zume has shown up. Seems he's giving a go at the non-Chiso 20.
Nice, nice.
Oops, he couldn't get around.
Don't go right in between those bullets. Game Glitcher, how's your fantasy May Wars? You done any more of your loon pick? Or did you give up? You decided that playing in the hardest difficulty that most people have said don't play on is not the best idea.
I keep doing the same thing.
I understand the idea of the putback, but I don't know if I like it. So I feel like this is just a lot more...
You know, wait, bad. Did I throw?
Purple rings? Yeah, but look at the purple rings, there's a lot of work. I can see I do have a lot of time to diddle around there.
And you have a lot of time to diddle around at the bottom.
Piss butt. That section honestly might be worse than Jimbo.
Oh, don't do that.
Oh, you're supposed to go to the corner. I wasn't in the corner.
Peekaboo.
I don't know, I feel like Jimbo could like, you know, this was my opinion on Jimbo before, but I feel like Jimbo can be gotten really consistent. Like, if you can dodge these, like, blue bullets right there, and, like, this corner spot right here. Although that wasn't particularly optimal, you know, I gotta get better at that. In fake opinions? I don't know. We'll see how good the consistency of Jimbo is, and we'll see how good the consistency of this part is, but this part's fucking disgusting. Could have got faster. Maybe fake opinions. Is a fake opinion really something that exists? And so you're talking about that blue section, or you're talking about these rings? The rings being the same spot but random rotated. If the blue section. The problem with the blue section is even if they are like positionally like the same, but they're random rotated, it's like which ones are going to be alive though is not always going to be the same. I should cut right faster. Fuck, it's already almost been 2 hours on the day. Oop. I gotta get to that quarter quicker sometimes. Keep being like, oh no, let's milk as much as possible. Wonderful, thank you for the raid, I appreciate it. I am, getting close to being done with this game for the day, but, behold, Touhou 18 practice. But I hope you're doing well, hope your stream went well. Appreciate showing up. Oh, I walked right into it the last second. Peak title, it was a great game. Yeah, so we'll be moving to Fancy Mayweather soonish, but... At the boo-boo. Okay, let's go. That's good enough. I have my idea. We'll get more good with that idea. Let's go do one of this. The end of Jimbo there feels like it should be worse than it is. Like, it feels like it's gonna be so terrifying, but then it's kind of fine. Like, it feels like you should be getting, like, a massive wave coming at you, but then a massive wave isn't coming at you. It's kind of weird. It feels like you, like, should need to move to a corner, but then you, like, don't have to. You can kind of hug that middle. I love when she's low. It's my favorite pastime. Ooh. Sanyo going down? No, I hate when Sanyo goes down at me. But a lot of hungry be allowers. Yeah, you'd have to do another like jump to the bottom right corner and try to find a consistent like line to bait through there and then cut back or some shit. But fortunately, not to worry about that. Did you die?
rather marry Jimbo or Rainbow Pyramid? Jimbo's nicer. And I say that without a shadow of doubt in my mind, so... Oop. It'd be funny if there was some, like, misdirect strat on this. Where you, like, go and try to, like, bend the wave properly, like, to, like, a degree. Oh, yeah, I really hate that line. Let's go, we're gonna bend this, we're gonna bend this. Shotty got bend. Yo. I guess if you're asking nicely, I guess I can do a couple minutes of YYDO. I guess. Like, if you're gonna like pressure me to do it, I guess I can give you a little bit of Misumaru spell one. You know, it's not my first choice, but if you're gonna twist my arm like this, hello chicken butt. Are we there yet? If by there you mean slowly getting better, then yes, we are there. If by there you mean the LNN, the unfortunate answer is no. But I'm up to like 4 perfect Sanyos, I think. Thronging. That's what I did to your mom last night. Oh my gosh. Dude, you're gonna have to retire after that one game, Butcher. This nod is just the nod of patience, I feel. I love 2/3 movement. I'm so glad Zoom made it. Hey, there's another one. That's 2/3 and not 50-50. Well, if it's 50-50, then you wouldn't even look to bait, right? Dude, imagine I did the standstill like I have it on the mid one. So here's what we learned. We learned that Sanyo is Riddler free. They did standstill on the LNN. No, I don't think I will. I hate to break it to you, but I feel like I probably won't do that mid-standstill like ever again. Spell when you're washed. It's your hardest spell. And I do say that unironically. Like, it's not her hardest attack. Her nons are worse, but like, At least some of them are worse. But, like, of her 3 spells, it is definitely her hardest. I feel pretty confident saying that. And by pretty confident, I mean absolutely confident saying that. Well, I said I'm not sure, but Jimbo might be harder. Or it might be easier than the stadium portion after that. And I still do stand by that it might be. I'm very confident that her first spell is harder than the other 2. This isn't a, I don't know, I don't have the experience yet in it. This is a, yeah, I'm pretty confident. Spell 2's height and insane RNG. Well, I'm not saying that Spell 2 and Spell 3 are therefore free. But Spell 1 is pretty painful. And by pretty painful, I mean it is very painful. And Spell 2 and Spell 3, you know, if they don't do some weird high roll shenanigans, they are not that bad. Just micro. The problem is there's only certain parts where you can micro. I think this is just a bottom hug nod. That's a micro and a half hitbox moment. By the power of homing! Okay, let's go do YYDO till I get like a cap. Maybe 2. Depending on how quickly I get one. I haven't done any of this yet today, so I'm morally obligated to do a tiny bit before I go. Morally obligated. Morally obligated to get her balls in my mouth. Get a cap of this, and then I'll go do some fancy maiden wars. But I will go until I get a single cap at least. However long that takes. Okay, let's do another go. Let's do the 2 in a row, the 2 in a row special. They believe in the dream called 2 in a row. No, it's signing over. Get me out of the corner! Green Yang, do I like to touch my balls? Yellow's piss, blue's water, teal's ice, red is fire, gray's lightning. That's gray lightning. I think it's spring. Probably spring, because it's the, probably the nicest feeling. Finn could work out, but gray? Green. How do you miss green? Green is such an obvious color. Okay, so green is win. Just one, but 2 cats. Okay, let's go play some Fumwa. And go deal with the question mark that is Eden.